Allow me to first of all thank the Zimbabwe Youth SDG Secretariat for organizing this timely summit, which coincides with our 74th UN General Assembly session. I'm very much honored to join you and to share my perspective with you on the theme of youth as drivers of the SDGs. Zimbabwe is a nation of young people, and it makes the case for being its most vibrant, most innovative, and more exciting. Its young and resilient professionals have smashed stereotypes and put their mark in the world. Its lawyers, human rights advocates, writers, poets are inspiring in the world with the beauty of prose and strength of soul. Young women and men in Zimbabwe have proven again and again that you are ready and willing to continue to contribute to the inclusive growth and sustainable development of Zimbabwe. Youth, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, over the years, despite challenges, Zimbabwe has produced an educated and skilled critical mass of young people since its independence. This, I believe, is the time to harness the human capital and youth dividend towards making Zimbabwe a formidable economic, social, and political powerhouse. There is no shortcut to prosperity, and unfortunately, good ideas are not good enough. So much hinges on action and delivering concrete results. As such, economic recovery and inclusive growth will be determined by how active the young people will be in this endeavor. The government and business leaders must include young people into leadership and decision-making processes, such as the boards of state-owned enterprises, parastatals, and private entities. The United Nations will bring to the table its complementary support at every step to assist Zimbabwe in its development trajectory and in creating an ecosystem for entrepreneurship to thrive in Zimbabwe. Distinguished guests, the UN remains a strong partner to the government and the people of Zimbabwe. The mutual respect, confidence, trust, and collaboration have seen Zimbabwe and the UN through all weather. The United Nations' consistent engagement with the government through, for example, the Parliament, our development partners, the civil society, and the private sector, including young entrepreneurs, the media, and many others, has been to create strong partnership around the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals. In this regard, the United Nations in Zimbabwe, through its 5-year strategic framework, the 2016-2020 ZUNDAF, has so far delivered US $1.5 billion in various projects and programs between January 2016 and June 2019, accounting for 62% of the official development assistance in the country. I do not intend to bore you with these details, but I would encourage you to check our website, www.zw.1.un.org, for more information. However, allow me to highlight a few key areas of our work that could be of interest for you, the young Zimbabweans, to engage and to partner with the United Nations. First, the achievement of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and its 17 goals that Zimbabwe, like the rest of the world, committed to achieve by 2030, requires strong engagement in advocacy and mobilization of the young people, which represents 68% of the population. These are ambitious and integrated goals, ranging from ending poverty, hunger, inequality, to protecting the environment, achieving gender equality, quality education, health, energy, and peace, justice, and strong institutions. As business leaders, artists, professionals, advocates, depending on your affiliation to specific goals, I would hope that you are driving these goals. The UN and its entities are actively engaging the youth in resilience building, innovation through the Youth Connect, green enterprise, and a myriad of advocacy initiatives. The UN remains open to embrace ideas and proposals for youth that speak and drive the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Secondly, working together to turn around the economy. Zimbabwe's labor force constitutes 59% of the total population, of which 35.7% of the population falls within the youth age group. As such, the majority of the country's labor force, that is 4.6 million, is youth. However, you face the highest unemployment rate among all the age groups in the labor force in Zimbabwe. Economic growth and job creation need to be pursued through, for example, increasing agricultural productivity, the green energy generation, promoting tourism and trade, facilitation by addressing policy issues such as ownership, investment climate, cost of transport and connectivity. For you, the young people, there needs to be a paradigm shift away from the mindset of government and/or UN dependency. Zimbabwean youth are the most educated and innovative in the continent of Africa, full stop. As such, we must be placed on the development and the encouraging of entrepreneurial skills, access to finance, and incentives so that you can become employers and create opportunities for others. Thirdly, climate change and environment are issues occupying United Nations and you, the youth. To ensure a sustainable future, it is essential that you, the young people, engage with issues of deforestation, natural resource management, and climate variability. The UN, working with the government to mitigate effects of drought, cyclone, while at the same time building resilience, early warning and green economy to end hunger and poverty by empowering urban and rural vulnerable groups. The participation of the youth in this regard is very much welcome. Fourthly, we need to join hands in the fight against social ills, such as that of gender-based violence, child marriage, corruption, HIV and AIDS. Efforts to engage young persons to create change through promotion of good governance, principled leadership, human rights, and business skills cannot be achieved in an environment which does not respect, promote, and protect the equality of women and girls in all spheres of life. Stereotypical roles in which women are seen as subordinate to men constrain a woman's ability to exercise choices that would enable her to stand up against abuse. This is why the UN Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women calls on states to take measures to modify the social and cultural patterns of conduct of men and women with a view to achieving the elimination of prejudices and customary and all other practices which are based on the idea of the inferiority or the superiority of either of the sexes or on stereotyped goals for men and women. In addition, HIV/AIDS is one such challenge that you, the young people in Zimbabwe, can engage with to change the world. Youths aged 15 to 19 have lower levels of knowledge about HIV compared to those in older groups. The same age group also reports the lowest levels of condom use and the highest percentage of people having higher risk sex. HIV/AIDS education should appeal to you, and the best positioned people to advise what appeals to youth are young people themselves. Hence, let's join our hands and efforts in ending this HIV pandemic. Fifth, being an equal and active participant in promoting peace, tolerance, and democratic values. The United Nations supports national capacities such as the government ministries, local government, the parliament, and independent institutions such as the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, the Gender Commission, the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission, the Anti-Corruption Commission, and many more. These are key institutions that deliver public and social services, as well as key players in maintaining peace and enhancing economic and democratic governance. If the energy, intelligence, and resources of youth are fully and properly utilized, I believe, from the bottom of my heart, that Zimbabwe will achieve the SDGs and will certainly prosper. The importance of looking for and finding common ground for peace is critical, as the hopes of young people can be fulfilled only in conditions of peace, only in a civilized and in a cooperative order. The true transformations of a country are tied to your values, your dreams, and aspirations to always make it a better place for everyone. As you move forward, you should always bear in mind that your past and current leaders were youthful like you when they were driving the independence of this country and the nation-building agenda. And you have contemporary and peer testimonies that you can learn from and aspire for as role models. The footprints of Zimbabwe's youth are all over the world, in the field of arts, athletics, entertainment, business, academy, medicines, you name it. Just to mention the smart Danai Jekesai Guhira, Army General of Wakanda, in the record-breaking Black Panther film, are pushing a new boundary and conquering hearts. Distinguished youths, ladies and gentlemen, as we march towards the realization of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals here in Zimbabwe, I say, Zimbabwean and to you, the youths, you can build a real Wakanda here in this country, where all its people can live in harmony, peace, and prosperity. Wakanda to you all, and thank you very much.